Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sport. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. In the front court, the forwards, Mathurin and Siakam. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. And it's Toppin in at center. When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. The first thing coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese Halliburton. He said to me, Tyrese is who makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Mathurin finds Nembhard. Toppin a screen on Gordon. And it's Toppin, that time on the assist from Siakam.
Boy, we think of Pascal Siakam only as a scorer. That's a nicely placed dime right there.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Nembhard. Now Mathurin. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
And here's Jokic. Wide open look here for Murray. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Pass to Halliburton for Murray. And it's Halliburton missing.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Jokic draws the double. Gordon for 3. Toppin with the steal. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Toppin against Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. And it's off from 3-point range. Indiana leading by 7. Siakam outside. Outside for Halliburton. It's Nembhard on the wing. Puts the move on. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Here's Jokic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam. And they say in today's game, Doris, no lead is safe, and that's especially true when you're playing the Pacers.
The comeback kings we saw in last year's playoffs, Kevin. They conjured up some of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA history and the most unprecedented run of game-winning shots we've ever seen.
Jokic with his screen on Halliburton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Mathurin against Johnson. Mathurin, good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Murray. Lays it up off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside for Halliburton. Knocks down the 3 ball. Halliburton's got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Brown the pass to Jokic. that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Pass to Siakam. Over Gordon. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Jokic with the screen on Halliburton. Murray kicks to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. And that's good. Jamal Murray for 3. 7 points in the game. And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For the Nuggets, Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Jokic. Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon. Hardaway is subbed in for Cameron Johnson. Pass to Shepard. Back to McConnell. It's deflected. Hardaway dishes to Valanciunas. Stolen by McConnell. From 11 feet away, and that one is good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. And the Nuggets making a change here. Brown's checked in. And Indiana with a change here, too. Siakam's checked in. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Fourth, the Nuggets.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
Valanciunas with a screen on McConnell. And it's Murray penetrating. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 9.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Huff passes to Shepard. Into the lane. And finished off by Shepard.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. 24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Murray. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown. Deflects the pass. And stolen by McConnell. And finished off by Shepard.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Murray, and he drives in. Can't connect from short range. Got a piece of it. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pacers lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Christian Brown is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Peyton Watson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Brown. The Nuggets moving the ball around. On the wing, Brown. Now here's Watson. 4 on the clock. Here's Jokic. Inside is Jokic territory.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, I'm told the Nuggets were excited to add veteran center Jonas Valanciunas. They really struggled last season to craft effective lineups when Nikola Jokic was out of the game. In JV, they have a capable scorer and playmaker who can steady the reserves.
He is a big factor. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Kevin, back to you.
A cagey veteran. Allie, we thank you very much. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Pulls it from the elbow. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
That's just T.J. McConnell's wheelhouse right here. Carves out a little space in the mid-range. So confident.
Brown the pass to Jokic. With the shot. Kicks it out to Johnson. Jokic sets the screen for Johnson. Lets it go with the 3. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Jokic.
Wow, clever choice by Johnson. Just sending it back to the three-point shooter. Listen, if he's open, hit him.
Halliburton drives in. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Huff's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Watson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Valdor's T.J. McConnell has been labeled a connector for both his contributions on and off the court.
You know, Ken, this is a high-energy player that you know what to expect on a nightly basis in terms of work habits and teammate skills. He's the legit perfect backup guard. He wants to orchestrate the offense and be disruptive on defense.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. And the Pacers also making a change. Huff's jacked in. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
The very definition of a high percentage shot. Aaron Gordon, throw it down.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. For the Nuggets, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. And Murray subbed in for Christian Brown. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Indiana. Back to Halliburton. Beyond the arc. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray outside. Hardaway is screen on Halliburton. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Nesmith. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Nesmith has got the lead up to 9 now for Indiana. Murray with it. He's got 9 to the paint. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Really difficult to stick with an athletic big man like Aaron Gordon. On rolls to the rim, good luck.
Up top, Mathurin, covered by Johnson. Toppin sets a screen for Nembhard. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Valanciunas with a screen on Halliburton. Murray dishes to Valanciunas. Johnson left side. Jacks up a 3. The Pacers pull it in. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
This guy came over from Lithuania with an ability to play pick-and-roll basketball, and he's only gotten better during his time in the NBA.
Halliburton against Murray. Here's Nembhard. 9 points last game. Toppin hits the three-point bomb. Toppin's got 5 points now this quarter.
The shooting fundamentals are a real plus for Obi Toppin. He has consistent mechanics and a high release point.
Murray against Halliburton. Valanciunas sets a screen for Murray. Again, the Nuggets score.
And there's the smooth jumper for Murray. That is always a weapon.
Halliburton for three. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Gordon with the screen for Murray. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Gordon.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
There's a screen from 10 feet out, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Indiana in the driver's seat, up 8 points. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Well, right now for Indiana, they've had some hiccups early on. But I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Denver Nuggets. And that is it for halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the court for Indiana. Outside, the wings are Nembhard and Mathurin. Obi Toppin out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. Here's Mathurin over Gordon, and it's Mathurin missing. The Nuggets trail by 11. And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
And Siakam throws it down.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cuff for Siakam.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. From downtown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists tonight.
You see, before you could give Aaron Gordon a cushion from deep. At this point, though, he has honed that part of his arsenal.
Here's Toppin, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up with the Nuggets. A 12-point game. At the elbow, Jokic. Outside for Murray. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Pass to Jokic. In the corner, it's Brown. And again, Denver with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Toppin a screen on Murray. Now Toppin. Here's the 3. Johnson with the rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back over to you guys.
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
Well, we're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. Takes the three. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter. The Nuggets trail by 5. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Toppin. And Indiana, another 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Jokic. Johnson in the corner. 3-pointer. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Gordon against Siakam. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Murray against Halliburton. Pass to Jokic. Now Brown for the lead. Toppin pulls it in. Fast break. Here comes Indiana.
Just a great job by Andrew Nembhard. When to leak out and how to finish in the open floor.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Johnson outside. Now Brown. Johnson kicks to Murray. Jokic inside. Toppin covering. And it's Jokic missing. Pacers leading by 4. Here's Mathurin. And he goes in for the dunk.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the Nuggets with some changes. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Gordon. Peyton Watson comes in for Johnson. And it's Bruce Brown in for Christian Brown. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Number 5, the Nuggets.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Watson. Got a piece of it. And they're on the break. Here's McConnell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Listen, TJ McConnell doesn't get to the free throw line a ton, but able to draw contact in these situations.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. The Nuggets trail by 8. And here is Murray. He's got 14. Naji. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Here's Shepard. Jackson setting the pick here for Shepard. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Here's Watson. After Naji, stolen by Jackson. Now Shepard. 7 points in the game. Yep, it counts.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. 16 seconds left in the third quarter.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperate.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the...
Hey, look, you can score, but we're getting subdued.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Johnson is in the front court alongside Gordon. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Siakam, high post. Here's Nesmith. Good on the three-point shot. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Aaron Nesmith had his feet ready, his hands were ready to catch the basketball, and as soon as it touches his fingertips, he lets it fly.
Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Have a look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And Nesmith with the slam.
Nesmith is a competitively tough guy, and he does not mind a little contact, folks.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Siakam looking around. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Kicks it out to Gordon. Takes a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Halliburton's checked in for Shepard. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Thank you, Allen. The Nuggets trail by 8. Murray outside. Down low. Kicks it out to Gordon. The 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
All of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
Trains the three-pointer.
Spacing the floor. That's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this half.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. A putback, and boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting... block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Pacers. Indiana moving it around. A nice shot by Huff.
Mathurin is more concerned with the squad's success than his own. That's a nice-looking pass.
to the middle. Jokic rising up.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Here's Siakam. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. The 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Haliburton for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Gordon's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Jokic. Outside Gordon fires the 3. He drills the 3.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Obi Toppin's checked in for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Here's Siakam. No stopping that baby hook on the far.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
And here's Jokic. Brown! A three-pointer. Good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Haliburton, and they come back with a 3 of their own.
The expectation in these moments is Tyrese Haliburton will deliver, and he does.
Now Jokic. Gordon fired. Trained from outside.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
Let's lose a 3. Jokic with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Murray outside. To tie it up. Cleared away by Toppin.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Toppin embraces the challenge, unafraid in the big moment.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. Now Jokic. Toppin with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Haliburton's got that one dropped.
We call that patience. Veteran play. That's a big-time delivery by Pascal Siakam. Pressure. What pressure?
Now Jokic. Brown. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Siakam misses the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And here's Jokic.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Toppin against Gordon. Now Siakam. 6 on the shot clock, and they call an illegal screen here.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what are their best options now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
And just a perfectly designed play. Anytime you can get a dunk on the inbounds, you know the X's and O's were in the right spot.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up the play to make it happen.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Here's Halliburton. Launches from deep. And did the three. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball.